Hello there, my name is Simmer Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's get going today. So this is part 2 of my English garden home. We are doing the interior on this video. I did kind of start laying it out off camera because I had an idea that I realized wasn't going to work, so I scrapped that and then did a little reorganization and then restarted recording. So I apologize for getting a little late start here, but you're seeing about 99.99% of the build. Of course, this is kind of an English style home. Obviously, I have not been to England. As you can probably tell from my accent, I am American, unfortunately. And I really took a lot of inspiration for the interior from this English Home and Garden magazine, and then kind of ran with it and made it my own. So I apologize if it's not totally spot on English style. I did my best, and I think it turned out pretty cute. I'm pretty proud of the interior, even though it may not be spot on, but I digress. So I'm really annoyed because when I first started this interior, I realized that the cabinets I wanted to use were, I believe they're Get Together, maybe Parenthood, I don't remember, but they don't have a matching cabinet swatch. And I was really annoyed because I wanted to use it and it really fit the vibe in the space, but not having a cabinet was really throwing me off, and I had to scrap it, and I was really upset about it. So I ended up going with these vampire pack cabinets, and I mean they're nice. They're not ugly or anything, and it is what it is. But that was not the original cabinet I wanted. But this cabinet is still pretty close, and I like how it turned out. I've seen some builders use these shelves instead of those upper cabinets, and it usually looks really good. But I've noticed that a lot of the times they either have an accent wall behind it or they dig through debug and find like dishes and stuff like that to put on them so they don't look quite so bare. And I just do not have the energy right now to go through debug. So I decided to scrap those. That'll happen here in a few minutes. But see, I just like it. They look bare. They look like there's nothing to them, and I felt like that looks a little ridiculous to leave it like that. So eventually we ended up scrapping that, and I just want to ask the Sims team, please don't give us cabinets and counters that don't have matching cabinets. That's really annoying. That's really rude. It threw off my design plan. Do better, please. Thanks. I've also heard a lot of bad things about this new pack, and I'm really sad because I wanted to get it today. I actually just finished the bar a couple days ago, and I knew the pack was going to come out the day afterwards, and I was like, "Wow, okay, let's wrap up my academic career by getting this high school pack." I felt like that was very fitting and just seemed like an interesting thing to talk about, especially on The Sims, and just kind of like a fun little anecdote. And then I went to go buy the pack and I checked on Twitter, and half of the people I follow on Twitter were saying that it was buggy, and I can't support that. So I think I'll wait until all the bugs get solved, which is really unfortunate because I was super looking forward to it. I didn't even care that it was going to be a little expensive. I was willing to bite the bullet just because it's a very interesting pack, and the timing seemed like it was meant to be, it was fate, and apparently it was not fate. So I am waiting to get that. If you've gotten it and you have any ideas, please let me know. If you have any feedback on the pack, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you think I should get it and just power through and wait until all the bugs are fixed and just deal with it as it comes, like, let me know, because I've considered that. I really have. Anyway, so we'll go back to the build. I really like finding little random pieces in the catalog here. I found that little hutch thing and was like, what is this? Where has this been? I'm throwing it in here because it fits. So I feel like it fit the motif of the build. It was kind of English, Victorian. I think it was actually listed under French country, but whatever, it's fine. Close enough. And I keep seeing people use this paranormal stuff photo wall, and I freaking love it. So of course I had to jump on the train and throw that up there with a couple other photos to kind of round off the whole look. I have beef with wallpapers, apparently. So it really bugs me that we don't have like a lilac or like a soft purple, either wallpaper swatch, like actual wallpaper, or like paint swatch, like something. And I really wanted that room to be like a lilac purpley kind of feel, especially after I grabbed the Paranormal Stuff rug that's purple. And I was just like, it could look so cute with like a little like a little spooky because it's like an English home, and I feel like English homes are haunted because they're old. But I wanted like a fun lilac or like a fun pastel purple. No, no, doesn't exist. And I was really annoyed because this blue was not what I wanted. That was not the feels, that was not the vibe I was going for, but like whatever, it's fine. Anyway, let's talk about this French door. So this French door is actually it's like the industrial loft kit, and I freaking love it. It fits those windows which are get together. So I was like, yes, absolutely. So there's that rug. Look how cute it is. I just wanted like a cute little lilac wall shade that wasn't just like paint. But no, the red was too much. The red was not the vibes. I was clearly going for more like pastels, and the pink was just not doing it. So it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not mad about it. That swatch looks so much better. Like, it's so cute. Like, I love it. I honestly almost put it in a couple other rooms, but I was like, no, it's fine. We'll change the color. But that swatch or that door, I freaking love it. I haven't been able to use it in a whole lot of builds because I usually don't do like interior doors like that, but I had to on this one because it seemed to fit the space so well. It looked a lot like that window that's just like right on the other side of the dining space. I had to do it. And it looks so cute, and I love that it stays open. I would love a swatch of it or another door that does close just for like other situations. And my goodness, I can't speak today. I'm going to take a few deep breaths here because I feel like I am talking at 1,000,000 miles a minute. So breathe with me. Okay, here we go again. So in this downstairs space, I really wanted to kind of keep with like white wood colors and then pastel-y kind of colors and accents and stuff in each room, just to kind of keep it sort of cohesive. Like, the colors themselves change throughout the house. I mean, obviously you have a purple dining room, and we have like a blue and whitish color kitchen, and the living space that's across from the dining room is blue and yellow. But I felt like keeping the whites consistent really felt like it was intentional that each room has kind of a different color, and keeping that white throughout kind of made it feel like that was the design plan all along. I'm really upset that I didn't get to use those like multi-tier lights that I was just had in there. I believe they're also paranormal stuff. There's a lot of paranormal stuff in this house, but I like how they look. But they were just so bright in that room, and it changed the color of like everything. Oh my god. I apologize for that brief interruption. My dog is very rude and believes that he is the center of attention and needs attention at all times. So at this point in the build, I was trying to figure out the colors I wanted in this kind of entry space. And like I mentioned earlier, I really wanted pastel colors, but we really don't have pastels with that matching wainscoting. And I have a couple of issues. First of all, if we're going to get wainscoting like that, I think it's what it's called, can we please get more color swatches on the actual color of the wall? Because there are like 6 swatches. I think there are like 3 different patterns of wallpaper that come with that specific type of wainscoting, but like they're all the same colors. It's like a pale blue, a yellow that's actually pretty in your face, and like a red, maybe a white. And like, that's great, but that wasn't my color scheme, and the ones that they had just weren't working. So I ended up abandoning that idea, and I ended up going with that gray on that little hallway, and I ended up changing the wainscoting and just dealing with it. It doesn't match, and it definitely is going to bug me, but I'm just not going to look at it. I'm just going to pretend it's not there. I'm going to pretend that it matches. Everything is fine. So, Sims team, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt you are, please either give us more colors or give us more wallpapers that have matching wainscoting. Thank you. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox now. So I really like this blue couch and this blue and yellow couch. I believe both of them, if I'm not mistaken, are from Paranormal Stuff. I'm quickly realizing that that pack might be one of my favorite packs that we have. It's just like it's versatile and but very different from like other packs we have, and we really don't have a whole lot of the items that are already in the pack. So I am very pleased with that purchase. I am a fan. I also think we've got a lot of interesting like travel items. Like on this build I kept noticing like the chest that is supposed to be like a coffee table, and then I found another like set of them that are intended to be like a bedside table or an end table or something. And it's giving me like this idea for like maybe like a tiny home or something like that. You have like a nomad's home where he comes back, he or she comes back, he she or they, excuse me, come back to their house, and it's simple because they're maybe not there all the time, but it's also like homey. So maybe they use their chests as furniture whenever they don't have something specific, or maybe they've purchased new luggage, so now they don't necessarily need that one, but they have a sentimental tie to it, so they keep it, and it just happens to fit well in their space. I don't know. Excuse me while I talk about builds that I haven't made in a build I'm currently doing a voiceover for, but this is where my brain is. It's feeling the creative juices. I have finished the bar. I have no responsibilities. So now anytime I get an idea, I can just kind of throw myself at it. So I anticipate that'll be happening quite a bit. So I really liked that yellow wallpaper, but it just like it felt too yellow. And I don't know how to describe that, but like with the yellow on the chair and the yellow on the carpet or the rug, it looked like it was too much. And I don't know, when in doubt, I just always go gray. I don't know. But I figured we'd use this little nook space over here as like a little desk area. If you caught that little notification, Hawkins Simmer just posted something. I will be going to look at that as soon as I finish. I forgot to do that earlier. I love her stuff. If you need a YouTuber to watch, I highly recommend because her content is choice. I also really love that mirror from the Werewolves pack. It's so cute. It's super like versatile. I love the plants on it. I'm a plant freak, so of course I'm a fan. But I also feel like it fits a lot of different spaces. Like obviously it works really well in the Werewolves pack because like the moon. But I also feel like it would fit really well, especially the swatches, in almost anything. Like almost anything you do, you could probably put that build in or that mirror in. And then the jewels on it, I was like, we're gonna find a jewel tone rug to fit that. It doesn't quite match the pastels of the rest of the build, but you know what? I don't care. I did it anyway. I wish we had more like decor that weren't just photos, but I also don't know what I would want that we don't already have. So, and I hate when you accidentally delete a wall and all of the stuff on the outside deletes. Like, dang it. I had to do that like 3 or 4 times where I'd realize a wall got deleted and I'd have to go back to the outside and fix it. But whatever, it's fine. So we're doing the bathroom here, and I really do bathrooms the same almost every time I do them. For some reason, I'm not very creative with bathrooms. It tends to almost always be white color tiles and plants because plants like the humidity of a bathroom. And I think that they add a nice little like freshness to a space like that. Like it can be kind of grody, and having a plant kind of makes it feel a little better. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's because I'm biased to plants, but when in doubt, stick a plant there. So I basically end up doing that here. We get some greenery around. I love that painting. I think it's Tiny Living, maybe. I really like those the swatches with the plants on them. Again, I like plants. What can I say? but I really like those. I feel like it fits a lot of the builds that I do, and maybe one day I will stop apologizing for using them, but today is not that day. So now we're getting into the upstairs. This is a 3-bedroom home. We have a primary suite, and then we have 2 other bedrooms. I didn't have a plan for what these were going to look like, but as I was doing the primary, it kind of just came together. And then after I did the 2 other bedrooms, I decided that maybe this was a family with twin daughters. And both rooms, I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but both of them are kind of pinky colors. I mean, anyone can have a pink bedroom if that's what you want to do. But as I was doing them, that was kind of the vibe that was coming through. You could always change them or have whoever you want use them. I don't know. I don't care. You do you, man. So as we get into the bedroom and the bathroom, I'm going to apologize yet again for being super boring with bathrooms and for my dog barking. If you can hear him, I just don't care enough. He's barking at nothing. He literally has an automatic door. He can go outside all by himself. He's just upset that I'm not there to open the door for him. So bear with me. I eventually will go down and take care of him, but that's not right now. So here we are. We're going to do something with this little space up here. I really wanted to have bookshelves downstairs, but it didn't work out the way I anticipated it would. I originally wanted to have them in that like family room where the TV is down there, but when I put it together, I realized adding those bookshelves would just clutter the space and kind of make it feel more cramped. So I decided not to do that and instead put them up here. The alternative was like an office space up here, but once I put in that computer downstairs, that didn't need to happen. I didn't need another one upstairs. So here we go. We have a little like library space. What do you like to do when you have an empty space in like a bigger than plant-sized empty space? I know that some people tend to clutter stuff up with like cats and dogs, but I don't have that pack right now. The thought of having an animal run away just seems beyond my emotional capability right now. I think if that happened to me, I would probably cry. I don't have it in me to deal with a virtual animal running away. So I haven't gotten the pack. I've been avoiding it for a really long time, literally for that exact purpose. Eventually I will do it, and maybe I will just lock the doors, or I don't know, but at this moment I just don't want to deal with it. So we're into the primary suite right now, and I wanted to pick a bed that kind of fit the style, but for some reason I don't like any of the swatches. I would pick none of this bedding. I really don't like many of the swatches, so it was frustrating to me. And then after I found this bed and I decided this was the one I wanted, other swatches didn't look good. So we ended up going with the Paranormal Stuff wallpaper. This wallpaper is so stinking cute. I love it. The blue is just like eye-catching, and it doesn't necessarily fit the aesthetic of like the pastels downstairs, but again, we have whites, and I feel like you can go a little crazy on colors in a room as long as you keep the similar wood color throughout the house. It makes it look cohesive. It makes it look like I designed it that way, like it was totally intentional that every room has a little bit different coloring, and maybe the whole space doesn't match perfectly, but you know what? I like it, and my opinion is what matters to me. I guess yours does too a little bit, but like mostly mine. I'm so sorry, but either agree with me or keep it to yourself. Thank you. I can't tell if the only child in me is the one saying that or the lawyer in me is saying that, but either way, I like the space. I like how it turned out. So kudos to me. Pat my own back. So we are about to get into the primary bathroom here, and because it's obviously the same, I'm going to talk about something else. So one of my best friends loves reality TV, and I understand why. I understand it's dramatic, and I like the idea of someone else having a more dramatic life than I have. It's also kind of fun because, you know, the people are very attractive and like conventionally attractive. So like I get the appeal. But she made me watch Love Island and the UK version specifically. And I have lots of thoughts. Um, First of all, how do people go on this show and not feel horrendously self-conscious and like not want to die every day? I could not imagine being in a house with 4 other women and 5 to 6 dudes or whatever the number is, and basically competing for other people's attention. Like, I don't have the self-confidence for that, first of all, and I feel like it would get catty real quick, and I'm just not about it. I'm not a fan. And like this specific season that she's making me watch is the newest one, and there is a guy on this show who I would very much like to punch in the face. And that's not a feeling I have super often. I mean, I have a bit of a temper, I'm not going to lie to you, but like it doesn't happen often that if I saw somebody, I would punch them in the face. And this man just seems so punchable. And they've put him in a position where he gets to be the super cocky, oh, I'm so amazing, look at me. He's like super wanted. And I mean, it's because he's hot, but it's also because of like the show. So he gets this like inflated sense of self. And I'm like, bro, it seems like you may have 2 or 3 things going for you. Like, you're probably very attractive, and I'm sure you have a little like sexual experience just like based on the show. But in my experience, if you get tens in a couple of things, in a couple of categories, you're going to give somewhere else. You remember The Sims 2, where you got to pick your Sims traits and you had like a certain number of points, and from the scale on your Sims personality chart, you had to allocate those points. Well, I firmly believe that that is a real life thing. And if you get super high points in one category, something else is going to give. So in The Sims 2, if your sim was like social, they would be super like messy because you didn't have enough points to allocate. So I can't help but think, okay, so you're hot. You have a phenomenal accent. You are sexy. Fine. Good for you. That's great. Where is your pitfall? Because you know there is one. There has to be. It is literally life. It is how this shit works. Pardon my language. So like, I don't know. My feelings are I would hate everybody on the show if I was in it. It's a really good thing I'm not. I'm also not probably conventionally attractive enough to do that. But you know, I have I have a Juris Doctorate and I'm about to be a lawyer in a couple months, hopefully cross my fingers. So thank God I don't have to be on Love Island. Let's just leave it at that. I am probably going to keep watching because the drama is very interesting and I kind of want to see how toxic this whole thing gets. There's a good chance I'll have to stop because the toxicity will make me want to cry. But you know, not my problem, right? Not my monkeys, not my circus. So I have now rambled on about Love Island for both sets of the other bedrooms. I hope you like them. The pink swatches were very pretty. They were giving me kind of like twin princess vibes, even though it was not intentional that both spaces would be pink. So we are now going to finish up the exterior patio space. I realized I could have done this in the first build, and I probably should have because you know it's an outdoor space, and I did the garden in that first build. But I didn't know what I wanted the interior design to look like, so I waited. And honestly, I feel like it probably would have turned out the same, if not almost the same, if I'd done it with the first part of the film. But it's fine, whatever. First part of the film, first part of the video. My goodness. I apologize if you hear my dog in the background. Like I said, he's very rude. He has no manners. If anybody walks into the house, me, my friends, my parents' friends, anybody, he will bark his head off nonstop. We don't know why. It's gotten worse over the years. We try to get him to stop and it doesn't work. So if anybody would like him, please let me know. He is for sale. Not really. My mom would probably kill me, but he bugs the heck out of me. So I'm sure nobody actually wants him. Since I am getting the feeling that he's not going to stop barking, I am just going to cut the voiceover here and say thank you so much for watching my video. Please come back next time. There is plenty more to come. I have lots of ideas floating around in my brain, so there's definitely going to be another video. I also wanted to make an announcement video because of my bar schedule and studying. It's just not worked out. So see an announcement video hopefully either this weekend or early next week. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you good vibes and happy simming.